Yes, we're back. We're back again in Train Sim World. Yes, somewhere we haven't been for a while. Been talking about it the last few days about jumping back into this, and well, here I am. Indeed, at least it's harder to crash a train as you don't steer. Well, that's hopefully the case. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're new to my videos, then welcome indeed. Train Sim or Trains going out on the channel every single Wednesday. Starting from OMSI on a Monday, Fern Bus on a Friday. Every other Saturday is Flight. The opposite Saturday is Tourist Bus, and some stuff on a Sunday as well when we get there. Hi Len, hi the KK, hi George, and thanks very much for the follow. Saw you do that just before the stream started. Yes, thought I'd do some East Coastway. I think something I've only done once. A number of routes I've got, but we will do some East Coastway. And thought maybe go back into the training again, because I can't remember how to drive these things. We'll look at the East Coastway introduction, then we do the class 377, and then we'll do the class 66, and then we'll do a couple of the scenarios. Thank you, George. Yes, if you haven't seen Train Sim World, this will give you a good introduction to it and the difference between it and Train Sim when it loads. Welcome to East Coastway. The main difference being that you are outside the train, obviously compared to Train Sim.
This is Brighton Station, the terminus of the Brighton Main Line from London and hub for several railways operating along the south coast of England. Head over to platform 6 to catch a train.
So, we've got to get on the train. So, find a seat. We'll sit in standard class. I think this is just like a 10-minute train journey, basically, is all it takes you on, from memory.
The East Coastway route provides vital transportation between historic towns, seaside resorts and coastal industry. You'll have the chance to experience both passenger and freight operations in the area.
It is. I still don't think it's as good as Train Sim for the variety of routes and trains, but to look at, this is stunning. And the fact that you can I'm stuck in my seat now, but the fact that you're out of the train.
You're currently riding a class 3774 electric multiple unit. These run as 4, 8 and 12 car formations and operate all of the passenger services along this line.
So leaving Brighton.
Train Sim World allows you to ride and drive trains from a selection of internal and external camera angles. Let's take a look now while exploring the exterior of this train.
So exterior, and we can move around with the free camera.
Other internal and external camera views are available to be explored. These can be accessed with the number keys.
So it does look really good. You can't deny that really with this.
You've only travelled a short distance here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy.
Thank you, George.
Welcome to the East Coastway. Take on the challenge of keeping commuters and tourists on the move. Drive over towering viaducts, around rolling hills and through coastal towns. Operate a multitude of service patterns between a variety of destinations. Deal with on-the-job and line-side emergencies. Along the way, be sure to place route maps, open ticket machines, fix damaged fences, and introduce new cycle maintenance points. Choose passenger or freight operations and take a trip along the East Coastway.
So there we go. So handily received a score for just sitting there looking out the window. So we'll go back to the main menu and then do the tutorial on the first of the trains. So training. So class 377 introduction, which is the electric train. I was trying to get a word then. It's train, isn't it? Yeah, thanks, George. Right, class 377 introduction.
Welcome to this Class 3774 electric multiple unit in Southern Livery. This brief introduction will cover basic driving controls, passenger door operation and recovery from an emergency stop. Climb aboard to get started.
Why would the driver have to fix the fence? That's a maintenance guy's job. Well, it's, you know. Twitch and the Spotify are not notifying you. That's because they hate you, Dylan.
A lot of time will be spent in the driver's seat.
I'm closing the door.
Activate the control desk as indicated.
Okay, so switch master key on.
The direction switch is used to determine the direction of travel.
So that to full. No, not neutral. Forward.
Apply some power now to get moving.
We're moving. There's movement.
Reduce the power and allow the train to coast. To slow down and stop, move the power brake controller into the brake range.
Stop at location down there, 400 yards. Slowly. This is a tutorial, basically just showing you the how to drive the train. So that you can then use it on the scenarios, which is what we'll do. But it's great because it does actually show you how to get the train up and running. We've got to stop down here. 200 yards. Driving over the speed limit? No, never. I think I don't like these trains in Train Sim because you're just looking out this little porthole. But it is exact, I suppose. Right, we'll stop down here. Oh, bye, George.
Brighton is a busy station. Wait here until clearance is given to continue.
Okay. So I do like the display we've got down the bottom right hand corner compared to that of Train Sim. I think it's a bit more clean, and the fact that it does show you what the next signal is in the map as well. Shame no one's done anything like a mod for Train Sim that would do something like that, because that's pretty cool. So we've now got to wait for that signal to change to yellow. If I can hear the seagulls. Come on, light. Do the changing thing. I'll wait for that train there to come through, look. I think it's ridiculous, personally. Really? What, having the red light up? I know it's not realistic. But it's quite handy. I think this is quite clean. You can't telepathically see signals in real life. No, I know. Right, as you get to proceed through. I just like it. Can't say I'm a fan of this train because, you know, it's electric. I do prefer a dirty diesel over this. I like the fact that you're hearing the power come on and off. Oh, it's cleaner from a viewpoint of view, and I like the fact you got the line showing you the speed limit, and that changes. Well, yeah, I'm more used to train sim. But I just fancy coming back and having this another go at this. So 20 limit coming up, and then we got a stop in 400 yards.
Use the power brake controller to apply some brake force to stop at the indicated point. If you stop short, apply power again to get moving.
Yeah, you can ride on the passenger in this. Unshaven. Thanks very much. 2 months. That's pretty cool. Thank you very much. And stop.
Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe, then unlock the doors.
Yeah, it's all going to be fine. That side, isn't it? That green? We had a door close. I don't know which one it is now. Or release. That one. Set the direction cab switch to off. There we go. Set the master key to off. So we're letting passengers on, yet we're now getting out.
With passengers boarding,
Oh.
shut down this cab and head to the other end of the train to prepare for departure.
No, I didn't mean to open the window. Why did I possibly think this tiny window is a good idea for the driver? Yeah, I don't like trains with those tiny little windows. Out of the way, driver coming through. Man of importance. I wonder if drivers are just doing the same route day in, day out, or then they get bored with it. It's a bit cramped in here, isn't it? Don't climb down the steps. Close the door.
Set the controls as before in preparation to move.
High arrow. So on. No, not reverse. Not off. Forward. There we go.
It's time to depart. Set the doors to locked.
Door release. Or release. Door release. Whistle.
The route ahead has been granted, so apply power to get moving. Be aware that before arriving at the next station, an emergency stop will be simulated.
Empty drink? That's not good. You always use A to increase the throttle and release the brakes. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Go via London Road. Oh, it's like you're doing the speeding thing there. It does look good. Yeah, you've got to give it that. Got no lights on. Didn't tell me to put lights on. I just ended the track there. It's like, yeah, we just terminate that rail there. That'll be fine. Hi, Hoppy. And enjoy work, KK. You don't need lights, it's daytime. Well, you say that. Emergency stop. What did I do? Oh, it said that in the introduction thing, I think.
To recover from this situation, the controls must first be reset. Follow the indicated steps.
There we go. The golf game was brilliant. It allows us simulated swearing. It is really good. First time on a channel, it sounds nice and chilled. We are certainly nice and chilled. Unless it's a Friday night we're doing trucking, or it's a Tuesday night we're doing Wreckfest. Then not so chilled. And Bad Hugglesdorf was bad. Actually crashed the game 3 times. I'm breaking things again. I'm not breaking anything.
Oh, yeah.
I will try Bad Hugglesdorf again. But yeah, it did actually crash the game. Where are we going to? We're just doing a tutorial on the East Coastway.
Use the power brake controller to apply some brake force to stop at the indicated point. If you stop short, apply power again to get moving.
Two crashes sounds fun. Yeah, I've never played a map that straight out of the bag was just so bad. Oh, I'm not saying the map wasn't bad. The map looks brilliant. But the actual what's the word I'm looking for? Optimization was bad. Unlock doors. This side somewhere, isn't it? Door release. There we go. Yeah, exactly. I will try it again, and I'm not giving up on it. Yes, yeah, video on YouTube every Friday. Exactly. I think they'll get some feedback once it's been released by people going, well, we don't need all this animated stuff. Get rid of that. Oh, lock doors. I'm sat here like a dimwit.
Good work. That concludes this introduction. More details on the operation of this train can be found in the manual.
Manual? Who reads manuals? No one does. Does anybody read manuals? Surely no one reads them. Okay, we go back to the main menu. So training. So that's those two done. Let's do the class 66N. A bit of diesel. Undertaker. Thanks very much. 2 months. Blimey. Lost a manual. I know. I tried one of these electrics yesterday and couldn't sort it out. Going back to the diesel. Yeah, diesels is where my my love is for this. See, doesn't that just sound nice?
Welcome to this BR Class 66 diesel electric locomotive in EWS livery. This brief introduction will cover shunting wagons within a yard and manual operations of junctions.
Of course, I forgot about this.
Climb aboard to get started.
You spend a lot of your time out the train in some of these scenarios, running to set junctions. I can't get in. I want to close the door, surely. No, don't climb down the ladder. Close the door. I'm trapped now. I'll just smack myself in the face with a door.
A lot of time will be spent. Activate the auxiliary systems as indicated.
Yeah, I do want to do some more SnowRunner. I haven't played it since the last time we all played it in multiplayer. Activate the what? Oh, down there. Reverse master key on. Do the what? Where? The hell's up this? What? Use the right cursor to navigate the thing. Use the down cursor. Why don't you do this? Down cursor. This seems a bit complicated. Press F3. What? Press F2. I'm just doing things you're telling me to do. You're not actually explaining what I'm doing. Set the engine run, generate field and fuel pumps to on. I was just pressing buttons then. I was button pressing simulator. Engine run. There we go.
The reverser is used to determine the direction of travel.
You can dial up a snake. What? Where's the... Oh, there. Forward.
We'll be coupling to the wagons ahead and preparing the train for departure. The automatic brake is the main system used for slowing down the train.
Okay. No, don't get out the seat. That was just stupid. Stay sitting down. There. Hold your brake to release until the... Oh, meter wheels at 5 bar. Okay, no, I didn't see that. It does... It is. That's the one thing. It is a lot more interactive. There we go. Apply some power.
Use the throttle lever to apply a small amount of power. Avoid excessive power or there may be a collision.
Open the windows. Well, you got more to do than you have in Train Sim. Sure you understand the word interactive, Larwood. You just want to drive. Well, then, yeah, that's where Train Sim does have its advantages.
Reduce the power to 0.
Well, yeah, so you've got to get outside and set points and stuff in this that you don't do in Train Sim. Personally, I still prefer Train Sim. I always will.
If you stop short, release the brake and apply power again.
Well, I'll try not to stop short. That's generally the idea. Oh, I can't start some of the trains in Train Sim. Some of the Armstrong Powerhouse ones. It's like, no. The 205 Thumper? No. But, this does look better. And there is more clickability, I suppose, than in some trains in Train Sim. Oh, crap. You struggle to turn the shower on. Yeah, who has keys anymore?
This locomotive is fitted with screw-link couplings. These require the driver to leave the cab and manually couple the vehicles. Climb down from the cab and attach the coupling between the vehicles.
Well, I can't do that because now it's too far away from the train. I've got to go forward again. And surely getting out the seat while the train's still in motion. Return to the cab. Oh, it's good money being a train driver. Certainly freight. Set the direction to reverse. That was the that one down there, isn't it? Hold your automatic brace until it reaches 5. It's on 5. But I'll do it again if that's what you want me to do. Power. Hey, we have movement. Yeah, I'm sat at the wrong end of the thing, really. That's why freight just doesn't really appeal to me. You know, the first one for this was the CSX Heavy Haul, and it just had no real appeal. I just prefer passenger stuff. Ethan, thank you very much for the follow and hello.
Reduce the power to 0 and allow the locomotive to coast.
See, how am I supposed to know where I'm going? East Coastway. Exactly, but you know, it's the whole shunting and stuff like that. It just annoys me. So I just rather stick to yeah, passengers. Sort of line came to a stop then in front of me. It does. Oh crap. Ah. I was thinking, hang on a minute, the line finishes down there, doesn't it? We know how to drive that. That's fine. We don't need to learn any more than that. Oh, let's have a look at the scenario then. Let's do one of the stuff scenarios. I get an F. I was thinking, track ending down there. Right, French Connection. I've done the new route. I did it this morning. And it's bad. Very bad. Welcome to Lewes. Or Lewes, how are you pronouncing it? A boat train service has arrived from London. Your ask is operating the last leg down to New Haven Harbour. Climb aboard. This is on the Seaford branch. Oh. Lewis. Yeah, Lewis. Why not write it Lewis? See, it's just ridiculous English language. That's how you pronounce it. I thought it was something like that. Right, master key to on. On. There we go. Direction in the forward. Forward. Unlock of the doors. Where's the side of the passengers? We on. Door release. Eventually, I think it will be good as a DLC, but yeah, it won't be going on YouTube. Did a very curvy track, innit? I think they built up station in a better place. Looks nice though. Right, we got a red. Lock of the doors. We will lock of the doors. When the signals permit, apply the power to get moving. And they do permit. Stop at New Haven. So a 20 mile an hour limit currently. I go up to a 40 mile an hour limit. It's actually done by 313s, not 377s. Oh, you think they make it more accurate then? Considering it's not that big a line and hasn't been released that long. So you definitely can't fault the way it looks. But I don't know, it's just a certain something it's definitely lacking for me compared to normal train sim. The guys who made it could only be bothered to make 377, not add in for 313. Oh, well again, that just shows a bit of a lack of what's what I'm looking for? Realism? So up to a 60, then we are back down to a 40 again, so I won't go too wild on the power. Well, yeah, they could add in the 313. But I suppose once they've got their money. Speeding. Slightly speeding. And then we get a 70. You know, you can't fault. We're now on the Seaford branch. I just drive whatever train it gives me. I don't know the classes. There's some I like, there's some I don't like. I'm not a fan of these where you're sat looking for a porthole. Yeah, it's getting a move on. it's just a train. Well, no, some of them I do like, because it is about the way they look, the way they sound. Well, we're down to a 60 limit in a mile, which I think those, I did say earlier, I like them. Certainly, you know, obviously this is available on console as well as PC. That sort of thing to a console sim gamer or someone just getting into sim gaming because of console, it's certainly a handy thing. Okay, so I can use this elsewhere. I'm just not a fan of electrics. Yeah, I love big windows. So having a view to look out of. Big windows, diesel, DMU with single lever operation, tick. Only just under the speed limit. 3 miles to go to our stop. And back up to a 70. I'm almost the same with buses and stuff though. I don't know which one's which. And planes, you could park a 737 and an Airbus by the side of me, and I wouldn't be able to tell you which one is which one is which. The least used station. So has Jeff Marshall been down there then? Oh, we've got a 35 limit coming up, so let's back the power off a little bit. Oh, okay, least used station on the brow, it's not the least used station on in the county. Okay. Yeah, well, you are a bit of a bus geek now, Dylan. That's the thing. Yeah. It does, you know, looks wise, it does look really good. Yeah, I can't fault the way it looks. My only thing with Train Sim World is the fact that the routes aren't very long. You know, what's the longest route you can do in Train Sim World? An hour? You know, I was very disappointed when the Great Western Main Line came out and it went from Paddington to Reading. Right, that's 35. Yeah, but then don't call it the Great Western Main Line. Call it London to Reading. You know, I was getting all hyped for it, expecting it to come do the whole length of the Great Western Main Line. But it didn't. Unless they're thinking about doing it in another part from Reading to Bristol or something. Oh, you're a Class 66. Yeah, back there in the siding. What's the longest route in Train Sim? Well, I've done 8 hours. Yeah, even Bristol would have been nice. But that 8 hours wasn't a standard route. Okay, we got a red. Oh, I didn't add up the cost of all the DLCs that I needed to be able to do the London to, or Paddington to Penzance. There's quite a few different DLC, and even the London to Scotland one I did, that was quite a few DLCs I needed to be able to do it. I don't know if I like these things where it tells you where to park. Again, I think this was developed mainly for console. They wanted to break it onto the console market, which is, you know, I can't fault that. The ferry to Dunkirk is docked just across the platform. Passengers can now make their way over and prepare for boarding. And it is. There it is indeed. It's only 3 parts. Was that what it was? Edinburgh's 10 or something. Yeah. So London to Bristol, Bristol to Plymouth, was it then? And then Plymouth or Exeter, and then Exeter down. Low passengers. Wait until 9:12. 25 seconds then. I'll wait until 9:12 and 30 seconds, to be precise. They do operate from New Haven, but they now depart closer to New Haven town station. Oh, okay. Yeah, again, for console, I haven't got it on console. I would like to try it one day, just to see how easy the operation is. Also, they're further down that way now. See how easy the operation is. Oh, so this is now abandoned. That's a shame, isn't it? Really? Oh, locked doors. Hello, can I help you? That's it for this run. Thanks for lending a hand. Oh, that's it, is it? I can just get up and bugger off out. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, we'll gain some levels. Let's do the next scenario then. Just train simulator doesn't seem as good value for money for DLCs to me. There's not many DLCs, and I said the limitation is that they are short routes. But if you like this fact that you are out of the train and free to wander around. Welcome to Eastbourne. The duty today is to operate a semi-fast service to Brighton, climb aboard and prepare to depart. I'm guessing the other end. But yeah, some sort of, I don't know. Being outside the train isn't really a thing that appeals to me. I like the way this looks, and I'd rather have the clickability done by buttons or keys rather than having to click on everything with a mouse. Yeah, now again, Portsmouth, the Portsmouth line in Train Sim is brilliant. I'll plan in some more Train Sim. Right, master key to on. direction to forward. Okay. Unlock doors. We're on that side, aren't we? No, we're not. I've unlocked the wrong doors. Forget that. Ignore me. That side. There we go. That's better. The only reason I like Portsmouth direct lines because I give one. Yeah, I love the fact that whenever I go to Portsmouth, you got that line that runs sort of the back of the Spinnaker. It's lovely. Where's the wiper? Oh, lock doors. Oh no. Tail lights, headlights. They running. Tail lights on. When signals permit, apply power. Okay. Well, they do. I've got my lights on now. I have got lights on. Right, so apply power. No, that's brake. That way. Hampden Park at 12:50. So 2 minutes. Roasting. Thank you very much for that. Hi, Sam. Because, well, indeed, because why not? Right, 70 coming up in 300 yards. See, that's quite cool. How you had the motor power down. I like that. I just found the wipers, didn't I? There you go, intermittent. Oh, that's working. Oh, there we go. That's it, that's working well for a wiper. I don't know, there just seems to be no soul to electric trains. I know they're the future. Yeah, I agree, Sam. The HUD in this, I like it. It's great, Roxy, if you want that ability to get out of the train, and if you like all the, having to do more, certainly on the freight side where you've got to get out and set points and stuff. And yeah, you can repair fences and do set up bicycle repair stations and stuff like that. But from a pure driving trains point of view, yeah, train sim all the way.
Oh, yeah.
James, thanks so much for the follow. Yes, you can repair fences and set up bicycle repair stations and update maps and stuff. So it's encouraging, I think, to get out and walk around rather than just do... yeah, it is slightly strange. I've got a 50 coming up here, haven't I? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Well, that's not going to be a thing now, is it? Unlocked door. Really? You're actually going to... Okay. No, it's fine. If you think that's some of the train might actually be... Oh no, some of the train is actually on the station, so we're fine. Yeah, if it was a train management sim, we had to manage stuff like that, that'd be really cool. Yeah. Please, please mind the step between the train and the platform. That first one's a doozy. For all passengers on the first 4 cars of the train, can you please make your way to the rear car? Thank you. I just didn't think it was that close. I wasn't paying attention. Right, stop at Polegate at 12:56. That's still only 4 minutes away. It didn't help that the thing in front of you that tells you green light, how far away the platform is, they were all in one line, so I couldn't see how far away I was. Yeah, see, I don't do any of the management in Tourist Bus. But I do like those sort of games. Right, here we go. See, so we've got an 80 coming up now. But we've got a mile to go, 1.9 miles to our stop. Yeah, for all those who want to be up the front, sucks to be you right now. Exactly. So, oh yeah, I always sit in the first carriage because the train stops right near the exit. Uh-oh, new driver. Not happening. Plus the fact it's wet as well. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything like that out there. They're just a management... Have you not played any of the like Transport Fever and stuff like that, Dylan? Where you set up a route and then you've got to put the buses on it, and the more people you get, you then got to put more buses on the route and try and put more routes to those bus stops. They can be really, really, really time addictive. Oh, we've got 35 coming up. I'm quite liking the noise the windscreen wiper's making, actually. Slightly speedy. Transport Fever, is that one like you just a bird's eye view camera and do stuff like Cities Car? Yes, but it's all about setting up transport links. So, you know, you set up a bus route and then all of a sudden you look over at one of your bus stops, there's like 500 people stood there waiting for it. And the passengers get annoyed because they're not being transported in time. So you've got to try and put more buses on, but then more buses means, you know, more traffic jams and stuff. So you try and put more lines in that go to the same bus stops. It's those sort of games are really cool. So I'll ask this here as well as in Discord. Other than wanting EKCH by Fly Tamper. Oh crap, see, hang on. Why should I not buy the TNCM scenery? Well, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Just buy it and I'm done with it. Again, City Skylines is just one of those that ends up being a traffic management game. And not really about the whole city building thing. You know, the last time I played City Skylines, I spent more time trying to get rid of traffic jams. What do you mean, no? But why should I not buy it? There's no reason why you shouldn't buy it. Yeah, but it ends up... That's what it is, isn't it? That's not the answer you need. I'm sorry then. Well then, don't buy it then. Is that better? Yeah, it's not like that though. check back, Dylan. I think I've done some videos on one of the Transport Tycoon, Transport Fever. There's Transport Fever 2 as well, which I didn't like. Transport Fever's good. There's a couple of games like that. Yeah, you've got a town and you just set up routes with trains, trams, buses. Well, I'm not buying it. You two can buy it. Scenery's not really, apart from Orbeck stuff. Appears a door has failed to close properly. Head down the train and see if you can do it manually. Well, that's just poor workmanship, surely. I can't get out. I would head down the train, but I can't seem to be able to get out. I'm trapped now. Well, I must put... Hang on a minute. What's going on here? Hold on. I'm trapped in the... Oh, there we go. No, we're fine. Oh, it's down there. But I say, where am I going then? It's down there. I'm not going outside the train because it's raining. Wow. Talk about squeeze them in. So is this... What? Why are you telling me to go outside? It's raining out there.
Closed circuit television and remote video monitoring is in
Oh, for God's sake.
this station for your personal safety and security.
Oh, they're all stood. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I can't sit. I can't get... No. Okay. Fine. Should just stayed in the train anyway. Getting trolled by the AI. Yeah. That's a long walk. Right, so this door. Oh, you want me to go back to... Thank you. Manually close a faulty door. Continue the service, try and make up the lost time. Well, it's your fault. You got broken doors. I'll bet they're not going to let me past again, are they? Coming through. Make way. No, fine. Okay. I'll sort of leave it open. Ow. Oh God, now the police are turning up. Talk to the union if you pay more. They should pay... Ow. They should pay for my shoes. Yeah, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I had to go and repair a door. Someone could have stolen the train while I was sat here. Let's close this. Is that closed? I don't care. Right, now lock the doors. All close. Next stop. Well, that door was open. There were doors open. Okay. Next stop, Berwick, 1302. I'll try and make up the time now as you're encouraging me at speed. Right, go, go, go. How far have we got? 3.7 miles. 1302. What's the time currently? Oh, we got a minute to do 3 miles. Exactly. Shouldn't the guard have to do that? Well, it's probably single person train, isn't it? Yeah, you don't need to close the doors. It'll be fine. What can possibly go wrong? People fall out. It's their own fault. So again, if you're watching this live, this is the second of 3 streams for me today. Back again at 7 o'clock tonight for some flying. Exactly. They shouldn't. They shouldn't sit. They said they shouldn't. They shouldn't sit so close to the doors. It's their own fault. Yeah, if the train's whizzing along, you see a big gaping hole. You don't go and fall out of it, do you? That's just careless. It shouldn't be my fault. Southern operates with driver-only operation. Well, surely the ticket collector could have closed the door. Right, 2.4 miles. We got a 75. Oh, we get a bit of a lean on there. Farewell, £28 and a penny. I hardly knew you. When's payday, Sam? And don't blame me today. Well, there you go then. So you didn't actually have it. So technically what you didn't have 14 hours ago, you're not going to miss, are you? Well, he's at work, isn't he? So you might want to check it out till he gets home. Is it me or is the speedo slightly blurry? Hopefully it's not me. Alright, a mile to go to our stop. You're following along on something. Open railway map. Oh, okay. That was part of my bar fund for commentary. Now I can't get around it. You got 4 months for that. You can't use that as an excuse. You can't blame me when you don't get around in commentary. Well, you remember that 21st of May when you made me buy that scenery? Don't know if I still need the wipers on. Train go the other way. Hello, train. Train wave. I have a mobile with PayPal on and Google, so already downloading the Dropbox. Yeah, I think I braked quite untraditionally for me, a bit early. The Spotify still hasn't said you're live. No, it hasn't in Discord either. I think there's definitely some broken botification going on somewhere. I don't know how often it checks, but sometimes it's within 20 minutes. Well, thankfully, I posted what time I'd be streaming, so, you know. Open the doors. Ah, Twitch doesn't send an email if it isn't long enough between streams. Ah, okay. So you've probably got... I don't know, it's probably, what, an hour minimum? And I had less than that, wouldn't it? Okay. Yeah, it could be because I streamed... I was still... Yeah, twice within... Well, within an hour I was restreaming. It's fine. I could cash my 6+ Sims and Stuff pint vouchers in for Steve to cover my round. Stop at Glind? Never heard of it. Max power. Okay, we still got 4 months to go. I hope I'm back at work in June. You're almost on 80k now. Wow. I didn't know all this was going to happen when I first mentioned it. Right, 4 miles. 41.6. Wow. I think I need, when I go back to work, I just need to not stream for like 4 months. And just do a stream the weekend before the meet-up. Don't forget my flexible friend. Yeah. Oh, the time not to have credit cards and overdrafts. And my American Express card. You know, I do like the fact that we're getting a move on. We need streams from work. Yeah, I don't think work would appreciate that when I go back there. Which I should, well, hopefully I'm going to find out in the next 7 days when I'm returning to work. No, we haven't got the flyby view that you get in Train Sim. I like that. I can take my old mic and my laptop and just secretly stream from work. Just ring it up with a mic and point a camera. I was actually going to take some video this morning of the budgie hanging upside down from its perch. The thing is just completely bonkers. I could just set up a budgie cam so I can check on him while I'm at work. Alright, 1.5 miles to go. We're running late because of the whole train door jam thing. So yeah, we'll do some train sim probably next week. Because tomorrow I've got Saints Row, and then trucking tomorrow night. Saturday, I've forgotten what I'm doing Saturday. Sunday's train sim, innit? I'm going to do a longer route on Sunday. Yes, I got to find one. I've been on the sweet section on Amazon, £92 down. Don't blame me. "24/7 live streams of Psycho on new Twitch channel, budgies and stuff." I'd ask Garage Manager if I could stream video from under a bus while working, but unfortunately not possible. Yeah, there's probably some health and safety aspects involved there somewhere. Okay, I might have overshot that a bit. It'll be fine. Yeah, some of the trains on. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm probably responsible because I told about the 3 kilo jelly babies. Yeah, that's what I meant. Probably some health and safety thing, having to hold a camera. Lock at the doors. Yeah, see you, Hoppy. Next station, Lewis. In 2.6 miles. yeah, I just don't know. This line's brilliant, and you know, I can't put my finger on what is lacking in this. It's on paper it ticks every single box apart from the route length, but I don't know. There's just something that's just not. I don't know. Yeah, the inability to steal trains, that's definitely got to be a downside. I think there is no mobiles on a shop floor rule, hence me only being on here in the afternoon. Well, it doesn't count in the afternoons? Oh, because you're in the office in the afternoons, aren't you? Right, 1.6 miles to go to Lewis. Oh crap, see that was a 70. And then a 60. I think Train Sim World's very spoon-fed, where Train Sim isn't. Yeah, I don't know, it's just... It's not... I don't think Train Sim is graphically bad. You know, I don't think this is jaw-droppingly gorgeous. It does look nice, yes. But there's certainly something. Talking of stealing trains, someone posted a video on YouTube where he tried to make a 20-car train by stealing and taking over other trains. Train Sim World is the Bus Sim 18 of train simulators. Sounds like a pineapple statement. I see. I like Train Sim World, but compare this to Brighton Route in Train Sim 2020, and other than graphics, it falls short. Yeah, exactly. You know, on console, as much as I hate to say it, to be able to pick, put your console on, drive a route, turn your console off. You know it's going to work. You're not going to get any issues with not having the ability to play it. And that's where I think that it is great that some sim games are coming to console. But it's just, yeah, it's lacking something. I like the, the tutorial bit. I think is great that it does get you to go through the setup of the train, which there are some scenarios in Train Sim that get you to do that. Well, I tried Truck Driver at some point. Haven't I done that? I'm sure I've tried that a couple of years ago when it first came out. I did an empty stock run from Eastbourne to Selhurst Depot on Brighton Line on Train Sim 2020 in a 6-car train, which made up a 4-car train and 2-car trains, which were diesels. Nice. Yeah, the ease of use on the Xbox. Again, that's where I said there is a reason for it. The world's slowest roll up to a stop sign. With a disruptive schedule and potential for the door fault to reoccur, we'll be terminating the service here. Oh, because some clown broke the door. Okay, I'm guessing you want me to do the unlock the doors. I've got to let them off as well. See, it didn't ask for much today. Which side is it? That side, isn't it? See, now that I like. The fact that passengers get on and off. If we had that in Train Sim. Yeah, I think I've done truck driver. Actually, I can't see it in my Steam list. Trucks and trailers is in there. Oh, I can't see it in Steam. Right, what's the other scenarios? I think there's one more. That was cut enclosure. Enthusiast excursion. Oh god. Eastbourne end. Complete the final portion of service to Eastbourne and then take the train out of service for the night. Let's do that then. Let's go to Eastbourne. Yeah, I can't see it in my Steam. I'll have to have a look at it then. Train Sim World, East Coastway, out now. Yeah, I know, I'm playing it. On the road, that's the one. Yeah, this is the last one I'll probably do for today. Welcome to Lewis. Please swap with the driver of the train on platform 3 and complete this run through to Eastbourne. That way, I'm guessing then. Out of the way. Driver coming through. Ow! Is on the road still being developed? I don't know. Because that wasn't great. I can't see I've seen truck driver then. I'll have a look after the stream trying to find a video on it. Oh, so he's toodled off. Sit myself down. Switch master key on. Master key on. Direction switch into the forward, neutral, forward. There we go. Load the passenger things. The left side. Lock doors. I've just. Oh, they're already on, are they? Tail lights off. Headlights. Night running. Night running? Okay, you've set them. When signals permit, apply power. Well, that's what I'm going to do then. Stop at Glind. Yeah, cheers, Sam. Catch you tonight. It's on PlayStation Store. Oh, it's a console game. Or is it on Steam as well? Didn't have to cancel the AWS when you started up. No, it's sort of... Oh, that's some heavily speeding. There we go. Truck driver coming to Steam on 2020. Can't say I've heard of it. I guess that's the problem. See, it's just never going to be as good as ETS2. Any other truck driving game out there? I know that On the Road was more like 12.5 tonners, so box trucks initially, rather than Arctics. It's nowhere near as good as ETS2. That's the problem, isn't it? It's when you've got big competition like that. We've got 2.2 miles. Someone mentioned that yesterday, or was it this morning? The Alaska Truck Sim thing? On the Road has gone a bit more Arctic-y now. Okay. But again, it's never going to be ETS2 or ATS. Well, ATS is never going to be ETS2. And they're the same company. I do wonder with some of those sort of more niche type games whether the people developing them just go, look, we're never going to be able to compete. Why are we even bothering? Alaska Truck Sim looks fun. What's that? Logistics manager or something? I saw something about that. Looks like it could be quite good. Is that the one that's multiplayer? Right, we've got an 80 coming up. Still got 1.4 miles to go to our stop, though. Yeah, the one you post in Discord. That's it. I know I've seen it somewhere. Right, a mile to our location. So yeah, I'll make this the last scenario for this video / stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will link the DLC below. It is a good route. The West Somerset one I think is my favourite on this. And yes, trains coming out on the channel on YouTube every Wednesday. For those of you watching live, I will do some more trains on Sunday. Yeah, where we would normally do a Sunday afternoon flight, we're doing that on Monday. Go and stop. Unlock us the doors. Yeah, you know, it does look really nice. You can't fault that. But it is, the fact it's got no track IR, that's a bit of a downside to me. Is Wreckfest still happening Tuesday night? I will have to, because we've got to try and fit OMSI in there somewhere as well. The bus company thing. So that's got to be put in there somewhere. I'll have a look later so I can work out some logistics. I've got some IRL stuff to do as well at some point. Stop at Berwick. 4.3 miles. OMSI Wednesday morning. Yeah, because we can't do it Tuesday. Oh, sorry, can't do it Monday because of the bank holiday. Could do it Tuesday afternoon. Ooh, Verwixige. How does Berwick become Verwixige? Yeah, I think Tuesday might be good. Tuesday afternoon, maybe. Where do we start from? I can't remember. Eastbourne. Or we're going to Eastbourne. One of the two, somewhere. Just Branco. Thank you very much. Yes, Chaos will be working. So we can't do Tuesday night. We'll see. It's the bank holidays, but muck things up because I'd have quite happily done it Monday morning. Cool. Yeah, hopefully I'll find out next week when I'm returning to work. which may be the 1st of June. So if that's the case, then the afternoon streams will stop. See, bank holiday means nothing to me at the moment. Every day is exactly the same. I'm just in the same routine, apart from this morning where I just streamed earlier. You're an essential worker. Oh, we got a few of those in the Discord. Sam. A couple other train drivers, I think. Right, 2.1 miles. We got yellow. Bank holiday will not be in Germany as it was yesterday. Or we don't know with the Germans. We'll have to try and find something showing all the German holidays, because I bet there's hundreds of the flipping things. Because they do affect OMSI. How much this map cost? I'm not sure of the current price, actually, of the DLC. It will be on Steam. There has just been some sales on. I'm sure someone will be able to jump on the Steam store and let us know. Do I think it's 1-to-1 scale? I think it could be. I don't know what scaling Train Sim World is at, whether it is 1-to-1. Not sure. Must be a tough thing when you're doing a simulation game. Is do you do it to scale? $24.99. There we go. $22.55 on Steam. Oh, heavy braking. Lots of braking. Stop. Of course, we've got to finish the route and then take the train out of service, haven't we? That's the thing at the end of this one. Well, you're late. For what? The stream? Yeah, only by an hour and a half. You could be very, very early for the next stream. That's the way of looking at it. Which is in 4.5 hours. Oh, locked doors. You joined the Discord server. Awesome. Stop at Polegate. 3.8 miles. So yes, 3 streams today. First one, bit of a disastrous one in the bus thing. Bad Hugglesdorf. That's the kiddie. And then this, and then back for some flying tonight. So buses, trains and planes today. What have we got? An 80, 90 limit? 80 limit coming up. We're not going to get that far by the time that hits. That's why I'm not fussed about refunding it. I might try it again over the next few days if I can find some time to do it. Oh, the detail was fantastic. We even had some radio chatter going over the radio in the bus at some point. It was just the lag, and the fact that the lag actually just killed Omzi 3 times. Reward earned, driven 37 miles in a Class 377. Why 37 miles? What an odd amount. It should come around soon. Nightbot, yeah, it's just above. You scroll up. Scroll up the chat, it's linked. Nightbot just linked to it. You're not sleepy at all, even though you pulled another all-nighter. Yeah, I was awake from about 3:30 this morning. And went to bed at 11:30. Oh, it's 60k. Oh, okay. Just like the look of Runhusen, but from your rear vids, it looked like straight roads. Your spelling, Pina. No, God knows, some right twisty roads. Yeah, I might try it again in a few days or early next week or something. I'll give it another go. I can try it again over the weekend if I get a chance. I can still put it out for Monday. Oh, that thing struggled to get up a couple of those hills. You've done Tetao. Right, braking for Polegate. So yeah, for those of you that are new, I'll be back tonight for our normal Thursday night flight. Where we're taking it in turns to arrange the group flight, so it's multiplayer. And it's a jet flight in the Caribbean tonight. So about a 2-hour flight. Well, we're not leaving until 7. So hopefully you'll be around. And then, yeah, tomorrow afternoon is going to be look at a game that was out on console a while ago, Saints Row the Third, but has now been remastered. So going to be giving that a go tomorrow. So something different tomorrow afternoon. Not sure how it's going to be, what it's going to be like. Haven't even installed it yet. You finished school, but you're now an intern. Internships are awesome, a bit like apprenticeships. I wish I'd have done an apprenticeship when I left school. My best mate started as an apprentice at a place I worked, and he's now a mechanical and electrical engineer and earning an absolute fortune. Is an apprenticeship working in Lowe's. Normally an apprenticeship will be within an industry. So Sam has them in his bus garage, for example. So you'll go and be an apprentice. We've got them where I work, apprentice quantity surveyors. So it normally means that you'll go to college 1 day a week, and then you'll be in a place of work like 4 days a week. And yes, he was being paid. So you learn at college up to get your qualifications, then you'll do an exam. You'll have stuff to learn at work, so your work will then help you get through your college work, and you'll have someone that will mentor you at work, and it's awesome. It's a brilliant way of learning an industry and learning a skill. I wish I'd have done it. But yeah, my mate now is earning a darn sight more money than I am. Stop at Hampden Park, and he's got qualifications to his name. I don't. We have student teachers sometimes. Yeah, same sort of thing. But yeah, a lot of firms will offer apprenticeships, and yeah, normally, well, now it'd be 18, wouldn't it, because you're at college. But I'm guessing you could leave school at 16, do an apprenticeship, and technically you're still going to college because you're going 1 day a week. I think both the lads at work where I work are both 18. Oh, that's some speeding. You're a night tube driver, but night tube is off at times I'm working during the day. Ah, okay. Yeah, slow down a bit. Yeah, I just realised that. You'd like something with sport. Again, you be careful, Pineapple, because everyone at your age thinks that they want to do sports science. And how many people do you think the world needs that are going to be fitness instructors? It's always good to have a backup plan. You hate sport, that's why you're a tube driver. Yeah. You enjoy driving stuff virtually. Wait till you do it as a profession. But, you know, you've got a couple more years before you'll then go and do your work experience. That's a good thing. So you'll go and spend a week somewhere. Exactly. You've almost got to be good at sport yourself in order for a gym or a leisure centre to take you on as an instructor. You can't just say, yeah, I've been to college, I've got some qualifications, now I'm going to get me teach people. You want to be a trained driver from a young age. Awesome. Well, again, that's, although it's in demand, computer programmers, you've got to be good to stand out. Well, so, you know, you've got a couple of years to work out what you want to do. I started off in manufacturing and ended up in retail at 18. And then apart from 3 years where I worked in a drawing office, I then pretty much spent all the rest of my time in retail. Apart from the last 6 months. And retail is a great thing to start in because you don't need any experience to put stuff on the shelf, but by showing a bit of willing and a bit of commitment and a bit of enthusiasm, you then progress up within the shop you're working in, as I did. And at the age of 25, I got my first manager's position just by being enthusiastic. Looking for opportunities to get in the rail industry. Well, living near a terminus is always good. You know, see if you've got any Network Rail depots around where you are. Obviously, Gaz from Discord works for Network Rail, and he loves it. But you've got to be then prepared to work weekends, nights. You know, the days of the week are irrelevant, but you can earn some seriously good money. Yeah, again, it's different. I didn't work in normal retail. I worked in retail where you had to have knowledge and people came to you for information. It wasn't just sitting at a checkout scanning barcodes, and that would get really boring after a while. You know, you got a couple of years yet to work out what you want to do. You know, work experience is key, but having some sort of passion now. And having some long-term goal. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I got offered a job as soon as I left school making toys Did that for a year. The company relocated. So then went and worked in a warehouse. Didn't like that. That was just order picking. And then thought I'd try working in retail. And loved it. Loved getting on with customers. Loved helping people. And then worked in the trade industry, which was flipping awesome. So helping tradesmen and working normal-ish hours, finishing at 5 o'clock still, and not working Sundays. I have to give people I don't know fashion advice. It's a skill I haven't mastered. Well, I used to get people asking me information on what paint colours they should have. Oh, what colour do you think? Because I sold paint. What colour do you think we would need? I don't know your tastes. So it's a tough one. I wish I'd gone back and done an apprenticeship and learnt a skill. I had the chance to be, which my brother is, he got himself to be a Windows certified engineer. And when he passed his qualification 20 years ago, he was one of only 3 people in the UK that had this qualification. And now he's still in IT. And he offered at the time for me to pay for me to do the same course, and then obviously we could have studied together. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. God, am I kicking myself now? Would I have done YouTube? No. Oh, you don't know. But I only did this because of Tux and Gaz, who are still in the Discord. I've said this before. I was, I think I just split up from my ex, so I was bored, looking for something to do, and came across on Google Plus this group that did a weekly challenge in Assetto Corsa. So I asked to join. They accepted me, and then every week we had to record our lap and put it online so that the other people could see it and say that the time you got was correct. So I did that, and then started to get to know Tux and Gaz, and mentioning other games then in talking to them, and then watching a certain sort of furry one, thought about recording some content, and they said, oh, you should just put some YouTube out. And then it was Tux and Gaz then that encouraged me to start YouTube. So I don't think without splitting up from my ex, I would have found the group, and then I wouldn't be here now. Hi, Hugh. And yes, without this, Ethan, certainly over the last 5 days it's been now, for what I've had go on IRL, this place has just got me through. Rolling in slowly and hitting the buffers. That's public service completed for the night. Really? Please take this train out of service over to the yard for cleaning and storage till tomorrow. You reckon cramming it into the buffers? So you need to blame Tux and Gaz for all the money you've spent. Indeed, it's their fault. Right. Let's. I can't believe it didn't fail me on that. Right, that's off. That's off. And now go down the other end of the train. I didn't want to open the window really, but we'll go out the door. Squeeze past the chair. You don't get much room in there, do you? There's still people on the... Did I not open the doors? Oh well. I've been busy over the last few weeks because there's been a shortage of drivers, but we're getting more now. I would rather, so I don't know yet if I'm back at work on the 1st of June or not. Hopefully I'll find out next week. In one way, I'll be glad to get myself back to a bit of routine, but on the other hand, I wouldn't actually mind having a bit... It's cramped in here. Look how much room today. He got a little tiny seat, little tiny area to sit and count his money. I'm a buyer for a construction company, so consequently, there's not a lot of construction going on at the moment. So I'm on furlough. Master key on. Neutral forward. We're going to sign up for Orange County Roleplay. You think that's small? It's just not a lot of room, is there? Oh, unlock doors. Why am I loading passengers? I thought I should be... Oh, and you've got to have a lot of knowledge. So there are people that drive like on the Circle line, or yeah, Piccadilly line indeed, then that will just do that same line for years and years and years, because you've got to learn every single bend, every braking point of the line. And having a low attention span, not good when you could kill people. So perhaps working in a shop would probably be good for you, Pineapple. You know, take those beans, put them on that shelf. You need to press or release. It's fine. Do I? I'll close them and then press it again. And signals permit, apply power to get moving. Okay, wait for the 100. There you go. Beans? Someone mentioned beans. I don't think anyone mentioned beans, Dylan. I think it's you and your baked bean thing, which I'm going to have with my tea tonight. Go via location, train wash. Well, that's showing red, but it's saying yellow. Okay, that's a thing. I never need to drive into or out of the depot. No, I suppose you just get on at a certain place. Okay. Yes, you need to think as well, Pina, is, you know, areas around where you live. Because certainly initially, unless you're thinking about going to university, you've got to think of working within an easy travelling distance to where you live. So, you know, what sort of jobs are within however long you're prepared to travel. You know, do you want to spend an hour a day or hour each way going back and forth to work? So, yeah, so getting a job in a metro centre is probably... ideal. Go via the train wash. Which I think that's going through quite quickly, personally. But don't forget, for engineering, you'll need good maths, good English. Yeah, a lot of retail will want people. So, the sides of the train get nice and clean. They don't care about the top. Everyone likes, you know, some people like working in an office. I work in an office now. You know, if you're a tube driver and you need to travel, you can jump in the cab with the driver of your train. That's quite cool. I did see your gift. Thank you very much for that. I like London, but could only go for a day. I'm going to try and arrange another meet up there in December. To ensure a fully clean exterior, it's advisable to pass through the train wash at no more than 3 miles an hour, 5 kilometres an hour. Well, have we just been through the train wash? What was that we just went through then? Oh, hang on, we've got to set the... Oh, we've got to take the thing into the siding. So we've got to get out the train. Well, I suppose there is that. You got massive fry up. What for you? You only had lunch 3.5 hours ago. Now you're having your evening meal at bloody 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right, now we've got to come back again. No, you had it at 11:30. It's not breakfast, it's lunch. So now you're having a mid-afternoon snack. Which is technically your evening meal, but 2 hours early. So you had breakfast 2 hours late, you're having your evening meal 2 hours early. Well, yeah, it isn't just because it's your first meal of the day, it's the time you have it. You just had spaghetti hoops. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon? You lot are all odd. I'm guessing I've got to go in reverse now, haven't I? Hang on. That's now saying... What? No, it's not the order. So, if I don't have lunch, which I haven't today... When I have something to eat in probably 2 hours' time, that isn't lunch. That's my evening meal, and I've skipped lunch. You skipped breakfast because you were in bed so late. So the meal you had was lunch. When you're a true driver, you can't eat any food in the cab whilst driving, but you can take water. Yeah, I can imagine eating and driving wouldn't be good. A bit like working on a production line and stuff, isn't it? You can't... No, before 12 is lunch. So yeah, you ate at 11:30. So that's, you had a slightly early lunch. So your evening meal is somewhere between 5 and 7, generally, most people. Before 3 is lunch. No. Between 12 and 2 is lunch. 3 is brunch, yeah. Oh, between 9 and probably 12 is brunch. Yeah, 11:30 and 1 o'clock is lunch. Yeah, you had your evening meal. Well, that was supper. See, that wasn't your tea. That was supper. At like 10:30 at night. That's a late night snack. That's supper. 10:11 is brunch. Yeah. So you either had a late brunch or an early lunch. It wasn't breakfast. See, all these kids spending all their flipping time in bed. That's what it is. The Geordies are messed up. They are. If I got up at 11:30 tomorrow, my meal that I had at midday wouldn't be breakfast because I got up late. That's the exterior done. Shunt the train into the carriage sidings where it will be received its interior cleaning overnight. Okay. Used to have lunch, dinner, and then cereal for supper. Yeah, I never have breakfast. Shut down locomotive. Okay. Oh, to B3. Oh crap, emergency. B3, there we go. Set a direction switch to off. And set the master key to off. And head to the other end of the train. I would if I could get out. Because that's the time you're allowed to have your lunch break, depending on the amount of drivers available to run the service. Yeah. Your eldest boy has cereal for supper. Weird kid. Yeah, I don't have cereal. The whole supper thing, eating just before you go to bed as well, that's just odd. The only time I'd ever eat late at night is obviously if you've been out on the beer and you're having a kebab. Why are there passengers on the train? I don't know, it's odd, isn't it? They're all just thinking, oh, it's the end of the day. Why are we still on here? They're probably all drunk, fell asleep. Just running through the doors. Jelly babies. Yeah, I only have like 1 or 2. I'll have my 4 chunks of chocolate when I come off the stream. And a pint of orange squash. You get suspended. Yeah, there's no need for the caps, Ethan. Master key for on. That in the forward. Forward. No, not neutral. Forward. No, not off. Forward. There we go. Stop at Eastbourne carriage sidings. Okay. Hi Reese. I still find it weird that OMSI can do passengers a lot better than these train sims. Well, yeah. You know, they get on and off here. They actually get off the train. And OMSI they do. And tourist bus they do. Firm bus they will eventually. And then we get train sims, a really old game. But it would be nice if passengers did actually board and then go and sit down. In some iteration in the future, I'm sure it'll happen. So heading towards the carriage sidings, where we will stop. I'm going to whiz through the train wash at too much speed. So there we go. It hasn't been a bad route. A couple of different scenarios done. Slightly drove a train into the buffers, but you know, shouldn't talk about that really. Bufferita, yeah. Down we come to the end. So don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, I will put a link to it in the description below. Also, do please check out the Discord server that I'll link below as well. So that's off. Yeah, the fact that all the displays and stuff stay on. You don't actually shut the power down to the train. I didn't want to open the window. How does this compare to Train Sim 2020? I still think Train Sim 2020 is the better game, personally. You know, the fact you can wander around off the train, but I just... The amount of lines that you get in Train Sim, the amount of routes you get in Train Sim compared to this is better. And there we go, we end our route. Stop accuracy. Really? We got some points. And there we go then. We will end that there. So yes, do please check out the links. Don't forget trains appearing on the channel every Wednesday on YouTube. On a Monday, something from OMSI. On a Friday, something from Fernbus. Every other Saturday is Tourist Bus. The opposite Saturday is Flight. And some random stuff on Sundays, as well as some other stuff chucked in there as well. Yeah, I think there is, long term there might be some benefits to this, but currently for me, Train Sim is the winner. So thanks to Just Branko for subscribing, to James for following, to Ethan for following, for the Undertaker for subscribing, and Hoppy for following, and Unshaven for subscribing, and to you lot for chatting. For watching this live, don't forget I'll be back in just under 4 hours time with some flight, flying in the Caribbean in jets, and yes, looking forward to that one. So the third stream of the day coming up, and there we go. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and if you're watching us on YouTube and for you live, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.